Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful, and super duper delicious wherever you are in the world. So what do? 3, 2, 1, beam me up, my juicy little lads. Thank you, little lads. You're lovely and bright. Well, they are actually. They're brighter than yesterday, aren't they, my delicious little babies? Now then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any passers-by. And I hope that you too. And much love to you all, are having a super duper and wonderful time wherever you are in the world, and that life is treating you also most deliciously, okay? So if you do enjoy my video today, if you could please click on the like. For others of you, please feel free to subscribe, and thank you. Now then, you know, we've got sunshine. Okay, so what do? The sun has got his hat on, hip 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 hooray. Now then, so it's rather chilly out there, my delicious little babies, yes. The weather's dry, okay, in my neck of the woods in the old UK. It may differ in other parts of the old UK, okay. So there's no rain, okay. Dry, rather cold, and sunshiny, okay. Now then, so let's make a start. So what we've been hearing, okay? So what we've been hearing is to do with, there's a few things actually. The ambulances, which, I've mentioned on another one of my videos. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Where, with these... these planters and everything. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, these planters that they seem to be putting up everywhere. They seem to be popping up everywhere, okay? Like these large rectangular plant pots, and you put a load of soil in it, and then you put plants in it, or, you can grow herbs or whatever you want to do, okay? But, so what we've been hearing, that what appears to be happening is, my little lovelies, my delicious little babies out there, is that ambulances have not been able to, shall we say, arrive at their destination when they should have been. We're not saying it about every single one, but it has somewhat delayed their journey, okay, because they simply could not get through. But you see, one's got to ask themselves a question here, my delicious little babies, yes? And what that is, it's the way that they brought everything in at a certain time, if you know what I mean. And of course, as we very well know, with other things going on in the world. Okay, my delicious little babies, the old jibber jab. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, so of course, it's natural, God bless. Well, it should not be natural, but it seems to be a natural thing now, it seems, okay? Even though it's not really natural, my delicious little babies, okay? So I have to make that point, abundantly clear, okay? That you are going to be having a lot more, let's just say, illnesses, okay? But if somebody's waiting to get to a hospital and they cannot get there because, an ambulance, for whatever reason, is running, could be an hour late, yes, or something like that, yes? So it's very clear to me that the poor patient, God bless, yes, okay, well, they're just not going to get that treatment. So, and God bless their beautiful, dear little soul. So I'm not saying this to be nasty or spiteful or anything, I've just got to put it in a way that's very understandable. So if they're still alive when the ambulances finally do arrive, well, I call that, so there we go, a blessing. Do you see what I'm saying? She was a little babies, yes, but it just seems rather strange to me how they brought in all the planters and everything like that, my delicious little babies, and they brought all this in, these big, rather large plant pots, right? And, at a time when we've also got a lot of medical problems. There we are. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, my delicious little babies. So, of course, as we very well know, there we are. This is just not going very well. Okay? But of course, you know, they're still going to be pushing this shite. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, me, if I was driving, yes, in any one of these areas, shall we say, or parts of the country, right? You see, with me, I am a very, what I would call a patient woman, okay? Yes, I am, okay? But with me, I'm your type of woman there, where, let's just say, I would do everything in my power to move whatever it is that's in my way out, there we are, of the way. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So whether or not that means, you know, maybe I would have needed help to do so or whatever the case, do you see what I mean? Just rope somebody else in, do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But the fact of the matter is, I'll just move them out of the way. But of course, you know, we are hearing, yes, and I would, okay? You know, not put up with that shite. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But, of course, because we're hearing this, do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, I mean, this is not really, to me anyway, okay? To me, I do not see this as showing, you know, confidence in, you know, our putrid governments in our old UK. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Now, then in the meantime, okay, whilst all of this is going on, my delicious little babies, because as I've explained to you before on different videos, okay, that, you know, with the elections coming up and everything, do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, so what it is, you know, they're trying to claw. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, you know, to get as many, what I just feel are rather brainwashed individuals, okay, to follow them, okay, different parties. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, but it all amounts to the same. I keep saying this. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Now, I said on another one of my videos a while back, and I was talking about a lot of, you know, what our lovely Tommy Robinson, do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, not in that way, my delicious little babies. You know, what he was doing, you know, to try and stop these grooming gangs in our UK, okay? And, you know, it's dotted in different parts, okay? Now, all of a sudden then, so I heard a video this morning, okay? And apparently, you know, the putrid governments, do you know what I mean? They're saying that they're going to do something about, you know, these grooming gangs, you know, and everything like that, right? Now, what everybody's got to understand is here, my delicious little babies, okay, that jack shite is going to get done. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, they could not give a damn about them young bairns, you know, and young teenagers and young girls. They couldn't give a damn at all. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, because that's not what this is about, okay? What this is about, again, we go back to the same, there we go, the same old shite, which is you just feed out, okay, so you spew out what you feel that the public want to hear, yes. Do you see? And that's in the hope that they're going to be gullible enough to flipping follow you all over again. There we are. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? So, you know, and of course, you know, I've said it before and I say it again, you know, and then it's this racist card, you know, which is why virtually, this is just my opinion, my delicious little babies, you know, I just have a view here, a woman with a view, do you see what I mean? Others may have a different view, you know, but that's the beauty of life, as I keep repeating, yes, on different videos. You know, at the end of the day, they bring out the old racist card. Do you see what I'm saying? Oh, racist, right. So, you know, the parents to the bairns, to the adolescents, teenagers, right? So the parents are racist because somebody has come along, groomed their young bairn, their young daughter, yes? She's been repeatedly raped, you know, by different men, okay? I'm very sorry. I know that some subjects and topics are very sensitive, so do you understand what I mean? So I'm sorry if somebody, you know, if it's rather sensitive, you know, it's not meant to hurt, offend or upset anybody out there, okay? Not delicious little babies. So it's all right for all that to go on, okay? And then if these putrid men are questioned, okay? Oh, they bring out the racist card. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? I personally, myself, my delicious little babies, I do not know how any of the parents, and this is just my thoughts, okay, my delicious little babies, I just do not know how many of the parents to these young girls here now, these young bairns, yes? I do not know how they've kept their cool. Really, I do not. Okay? Because, well, let's just say, shall we? Anyway, I'm not going to say nothing more than that, okay? And please, dear God, Jesus Christ in Nazareth, you know, that my beautiful and delicious little daughters and anybody else's little dear daughters who are now, right, that nothing would ever happen to them, okay? But what I'm saying to you is that this seems to be, I mean, here's the thing, right? We're in 2023, okay? Now, really, this sort of thing should not be happening. Well, it should not be happening full stop, okay? But it should not be happening in 2023, okay? Now, let's just take another look, right? So you've got the putrid governments, right, who, at the end of the day, you know, you will have some of them who have sons and daughters of their own. Do you see what I mean? So, to me, one has to ask oneself, you know, when they go home, okay, knowing what's going on out here, okay, and they go home and they put their arms around their bairns. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? And of course, you know, they do everything in their power to protect their bairns, okay? Well, I just do not know. They've got no skin on their face, as far as I'm concerned, okay? Now, themselves, their families, they're no flipping, let's just say, this is only figure of speech, by the way, my delicious little baby, it's purely a figure of speech, but they ain't flipping whiter than us. Do you understand what I mean? Yes, and I'm talking about every single one of us out here, whether it doesn't matter what colour we are. I was simply using that as a figure of speech. They're not flipping whiter than white. They're a piece of flipping shite. Do you see what I mean? And to be perfectly honest with you, you know, if any parent of mine, you know, was a politician, well, I'd be flipping ashamed of them. I would. My delicious little babies. I'd be totally and utterly ashamed. There we are, ashamed. Do you see? Because they're not nice. They're putrid. They're wicked. And they're what I call followers. You know what I mean? It's like, follow the leader, 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 okay? But it's like, because I've said before, and I say it again, because you've got ones who feel that they are entitled, you know, whether it's because, you know, their families, you know, put everything in, you know, to get them their education, you know, to get them to university, as we very well know about universities, do we not? Yes, we do. Okay, what takes place in a lot of universities globally, okay? But the fact of the matter is, whatever reason, you see, it shows something to me that it's like they've become so much in this world where they clearly, it seems very much to me, my delicious little babies, that they clearly do not seem to live in reality at all. Do you see? So they could never know. There's probably only, what, a few, I'd say, couple in our old UK, and probably it's across the board globally with all the putrid governments. Do you see what I mean? But you probably only got a couple in each country. Do you see what I mean? Who has some sort of conscience. There we are. But other than that, for the rest, for most, I'd say for the rest of them, no. Do you see? But if they did have a conscience, right, not only would our countries be better, in each country. But they would also feel better in themselves. Do you see what I'm saying to you? But because they've spent their lives, you know, just simply lying, you know, the lies just roll off their tongue. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, I mean, really, to be perfectly honest with you, I mean, I'd very much say that I would pretty much say that they're unemployable. Because I know if it was me, as a manager or as an owner of a company, well, I would not want to hire a barefaced liar. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. So it's like they're stuck in this horrible, you know, like when you look at a really dirty, large pond, shall we say? That's what they are. That's what they are. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you want to listen to babies? Yes. So they're all in this filthiness together. Yes. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. So my advice to anybody out there, my delicious little babies, I cannot tell anybody what to do. No, I cannot. I can advise, but I cannot tell. Okay. But the best piece of advice: do not vote for any of them. Not one of them. Does not matter what party they're in. No. Okay? And like I said before, and I'm going to say it again, you know, then if they start to get others in, do you see what I'm saying? You want to look babies, yes? Even when somebody hasn't elected them. They should, in other words, they should not be made to just get away, sorry, with this continuously. You see, it's like they've been allowed to, you know, and there's a certain, to do with paperwork and everything. Oh, yes, they can, you know, elect somebody. No. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you want to listen to babies? I just feel here, and I stand by what I say, right? There's too much of, and I truly believe this now, my heart to heart, yes? There is too much dragging the feet. That is how, there we are, that is how I feel here. Okay? This can be over very quickly. And that never meant no, by the way. Okay, my delicious little babies. This could be over very, very, there we go, quickly. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But you just got too many. There's too much paperwork for this, there's too much paperwork for that, and there's too much paperwork for the other. At the end of the day, what really everybody should do is just come together, yes, and just get it sorted. There we are. Do you see? I am sick and tired, my delicious little babies, year after year, listening to this shite. It's the same old flipping shite. And then you notice that, which I've noticed anyway, I'm just going to have a sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. And then I've noticed that things are going quiet on today. So, you know, nobody's really, well, apart from certain, God bless the beautiful dear souls, you know, whether they're YouTubers or on other platforms, okay? Well, you know, for the I'd say the small amount who are talking about this. But it seems that everything's sort of going quiet. There we go, on the old Western Front, isn't it? Do you see? And now the main thing is, like I've just said before, and I'm going to say it again, you've got the elections coming up, then you've got what's going on with Mr. Donald Trump in America, and you've got all that. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But we do not seem to be, it seems, hearing much in the way of what's going on. So it seems to me that things are going quieter there. That's just my feelings here. Do you see what I mean? And I look at a lot of videos, well anyway, what I want to look at. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So it seems very much to me as though, you know, I've just got dropping off, like you've got some who are just dropping off. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Okay? And then, of course, you know, we're hearing, you know, for the ones who are still, you know, doing a lot of, you know, videos on this, okay? And then we're hearing, you know, you've got so many thousands in Australia who, you know, have been, it's all right, I'm just trying to adjust me lights, my delicious little babies. It's gone a bit duller for some reason. We're having a party. Yes, so you're finding that in Australia, well, you've got thousands upon thousands upon thousands of the jab, 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 jibby jab injuries. There we are. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Just like in our neck of the woods in the old UK. Do you see? And then I was listening to another doctor video and he was talking about, you know, about having, what is it, vitamin D and what else is it, vitamin K or something. Okay, so now it's like, you know, whatever's coming out of, you know, the WHO, the World Health Organisation, okay, or America, which is where all the flipping, there we go, shite seems to come from. There we are. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Well, you know, now it's like, oh, you know, they're saying, you know, to have this vitamin D and everything. Well, of course, if we look at it, right, vitamin D, it's all about being out in the sunshine, isn't it? Yes? Okay? So what it is, and it, you know, makes you feel healthier. Yes, it's sort of, it's like a recharge. Yes? But I remember not so many years back, my delicious little babies, and something triggered my mind, okay, when I was listening to this. And so many years back, in our neck of the woods in the old UK, doctors were giving out these boxes of vitamin D, these little capsules, yes, like flipping Smarties. Yes, there was. Yes. So it's making me wonder now, because you have to look at every single angle here, my delicious little babies. Yes, and what the flipping crack is. There we go, what the crack is here, right? So now it's like, oh, you know, vitamin D and everything like that. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Plus the fact that obviously over these months and months, that, you know, the data to do with America and other countries, right, is not quite accurate, is it, for things? Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, but now, like I said, it's all a rambling on about vitamin D, okay? But as we very well know, okay, with the old zuzzums, okay, and it appears to be in the majority of, there we go, of countries, okay, and by the way, I've had at least 10 go up zuzzum just this morning, okay. I was actually typing some of it, do you see what I'm saying to you, but I just couldn't get it, you know, the way I wanted to get it, and the sun was just flipping hitting me straight in the bird trace, okay, otherwise I would have posted it on. But at one point this morning, you had one coming this way, one going that way, one coming this way, then another one in the distance, okay, and they were just coming from flipping everywhere and doing like lines everywhere. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little baby? There we go. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? So what I'm saying is, again, it's like, to me, this is a constant, there we go, distraction. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, but now, of course, like I said, we just got the vitamin D. It's like a circle. So that comes back round again. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes. And something that others need to watch out for, yes. And I'm pretty sure I must have said it on one of my videos, okay? It may not be there anymore, actually, but I know I said it because when I was talking about other things. Just watch out for this pill. Okay, not the pill that one's maybe thinking of, my delicious little babies, not being rude or disrespectful, but another pill, okay? It's making me wonder whether this is what it's, there we go, what it's leading up to. Do you know what I mean? To take another pill. You know. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So, with me, I'm not ruling anything out. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. But yes, the data's all flipping effed up. So it seems that no country is being able to get to the bottom of what the true, there we are, data is. Okay, this is for injuries, you know, God bless them, God bless the beautiful dear little souls, passings. Okay, we're not being able to get the true data, everybody. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now, another thing I was listening to yesterday evening to do with an embalmer in oh gosh, where was it now? Was it Canada or New Zealand? It was one of those anyway. So, I mean, if I mention Canada, you see what I mean? Okay, if this flipping flags up, and well, my video, it might stay up. Then again, it might, you know, it might not. Okay? So, but I was listening to do this embalmer. Now, me personally, as I was a funeral arranger many years ago, okay, I've watched the whole embalming process, okay. That's why I've always said I would never in a million years ever wish to be embalmed. It is certainly not for me, not a liking, okay. And this is to do with a woman who was, she'd been in, you know, an embalmer for, was it 25 years? Okay, and she was explaining, you know, that she was seeing different things, shall we say. Okay, this is the best way to put it, my delicious little babies, yes. And now, and I mean, that was a 25-year job role that she had. Well, she just couldn't, you know, stay in that job role anymore, so she's come out of it. Okay, so she's doing something else, you know, where others can contact her and, you know, and you know, and just discuss things, you know, like other embalmers. Okay, so I'm not just sure whether that's in her neck of the woods, okay, or whether she means globally. I'm not sure, but you know, the thing is, you know, it's very interesting to listen, you know, to that video, okay, and it's you know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you may be able to find it on BitChute somewhere. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, or I don't know. I suppose if you dig deep, you might be able to find it on YouTube somewhere. Mind you, I very much doubt you'll find it on YouTube myself. But or you can just go back to who I've advertised, you know, a couple of weeks ago on my videos, okay? And then, you know, then you'll be able to soon see which site I saw it on, okay? But it's very interesting to listen to, and they're also showing diagrams, okay? And this is to do with, you know, inner court as well, by the way, my delicious babies. So now she just couldn't do that job role anymore, okay? And plus the fact it became really, well, you know, it's upsetting. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. So there was parts where she was feeling rather emotional. I mean, I did actually, you know, post it out to everybody in my old dog and burn. Yes, I did. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. So, you know, I mean, to me, my delicious little babies, the proof, there we go, the proof is in the flipping pudding. And I do not mean that in a nasty way, my delicious little babies, and God bless anybody, very sadly, who has passed, like I said, or who is severely injured from all of this, okay? But the proof is there. So I'm going to repeat once again, which I do on every so many videos. Why is things taking its time? Why is this taking its time? This is all I'm asking. It seems you've got other ones in other countries, everybody's doing this, doing that, and Jack Shite is getting done. There we are. And plus, another thing I was really flipping angry about, which I flipping well was, you know, and I said months ago on my videos, yes, and we've always known it like this, you see to me, but there was no, with this whole pandemic, right, and there wasn't having any couriers, and a lot were getting, God bless the beautiful dear souls, you know, but there seemed to be an awful lot of flipping cremations around that time. Do you see what I'm saying to you, like no trace? Do you see what I'm saying? Okay? I mean, please do not get me wrong. I mean, you do have some dear delicious little babies, you know, who wish to be buried, and you have other delicious little babies who wish to be cremated, okay? I'm not saying that. It's just, I would say everything was very sinister. Do you see what I mean? There we are, what was going on. Do you see? I'm not forgetting about nothing, my delicious little babies. I flipping refuse to forget. I will neither forgive nor will I forget. And I do not care what flipping, and I've got nothing against, you know, like I said, I believe in dear God, I believe in dear Jesus Christ, Nazareth, our dear Creator. Yes, I do, right? But I do not care what it says in any flipping Bible. Do you know what I mean? And you flipping forgive and all this. No, I do not flipping forgive. No, I do not. Not when it's wiping out innocent flipping generations. Okay? Even down to, do you understand what I'm saying? Yes? And beautiful families, beautiful little animals and large animals and all creatures great and small, little and large birdies as well. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? And others feel that they've got the right just to go and do all of that. Do you see? And of course, you know, you've got another large focus at the moment with the old bricks, haven't you? Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But we got to see what all of this is driving, there we go, what all this is driving, you know, towards. My delicious little babies, do you see what I'm saying? Yes? And of course, what we can do to stop this. Yes? I mean, you could have ones out. Anyway, this has been going on flipping decades. You know, somebody wants to have a private transaction with somebody. You know, ka-ching, cash. Well, isn't it up to them? Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But of course, we're getting back to this again. It's about the digital. I don't know. I don't trust, you know what, my delicious little babies, see my ears going, do you see what I mean? Right? I do not trust any of this. I do not trust any of it. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, right? Until I see it with my own eyes and hear it with my own ears, I do not believe any of it, right? There we go, see. I do not trust any of it, right? But to me, here's what I got to say. Of course, and you've still got, you know, like other platforms and, you know, other videos, other YouTubers or whatever they are, and other platforms, you know, talking about, you know, that we're going to start. I mean, okay, that's a very sensible idea, you know, and I mentioned this before as well, you know, where, you know, you could trade with vegetables and, you know, and all different things. Okay, yes, okay, I get all that. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes, but really we need to deal with the matter in hand. There we are. Need to deal with this flipping matter in hand. Do you see? I just feel that this has just been allowed. Call me right or wrong, my delicious little babies, but I'm entitled to my own opinion. At the end of the day, and I'm going to flipping say it, this has been allowed to drag out for other things to be done. That's just how I feel on it. Do you see what I'm saying to you, delicious little babies? Yes? But, like I say, until we get more rise up, do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Oh, and then I was watching another video to do with the French. You know, and, you know, the French, because what they're saying is that, I mean, you see, in our neck of the woods, in our old UK, right, to be honest with you. Now, this is only from what I can speak about and who I've known over the decades. Okay, so I'm only going on what I know, who I have spoken to, which happens to be many. Now, I even know a dear gentleman who lives in another road to myself, right? His dear self and his dear little wife. Okay, they're so lovely, actually, right? A lovely couple. Been married decades, right? They're both working still. Now, that dear gentleman is nearly 75. But the thing is, he's working, okay, because he wants to work. I've met many, in my decade, yes, I've met many and been around many businessmen. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? And they are workaholics. They work, okay? If they're on holiday, they work. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? So this is not just about, and something else I just want to mention. I know that all of my videos sounds mixed up, my delicious little babies. I'm just saying everything what's just coming fully frontal to the front of me old flipping brain. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, and it's all just coming out. Now then, I've known a number, there we go, as well, before I even say it, who, when they've given up with to retire, to have retirement, right? God bless the beautiful dear souls, and I have known a number actually. God bless them. Okay, and may they rest in peace. They give up work. They become, there we go. They could become so bored that well, they either very sadly did not wish to be on this earth anymore, shall we say. There we go. I've known a number. Yes, I have. Okay. And for others, it's like they've just, I mean, I did agree with one Frenchman with what he said, that, you know, you can sort of run yourself into the ground, and then it's like, because these do not give a damn about any of us, right? And then they just sort of, it's like when you pass away, it's like they just flip and throw you away. Do you see what I'm saying? So I got that part, what he was saying, yes? But then you've got others where they pack up work and not long after, they've had, there we go, heart attack and passed over. I mean, I've no idea how that comes about, my delicious little babies, how that happens for it to happen like that. But even I'm not sure about that. But for some reason that happens as well. But it's not just about everybody. I mean, there's another woman over the back of me, and what time of her life? She was 75, and she worked as a barmaid till she was 75, and then in the end she said, "Well, I just packed up." I don't know how old she is now, probably about 78 or something like that. You know, she's still going. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So it's not all about every single man or woman wanting to give up work at that point and retire. You have got, I would say, more than half who, there we go, who enjoy working. And that's the way as I've always known it anyway. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? So I'll say that this is a bit of a mixture to do with this topic, really. But what I will say is that, yes, I mean, do you know what I mean? I mean, the French, actually, you know, when I was listening to this man interviewing different French man and woman, you know, I didn't feel that they were against us, no, against the English, no. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. It's just that, see what it is. We're having all this now. Now everything's dying down. Okay. So now everything. Do you see what I mean? So you're not hearing so much now, even about the riots in France. You're not hearing so much about anything now. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. So that's what I'm saying. For some reason, there seems to be a number of things. There we go. Going quiet. Do you see? That's all I'm saying, my delicious little baby. So, you know, just, I don't know, there's something. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But what I want to know is why there is so many more of these zuzums in the sky. Okay? Now, at 10:30, I forgot to say this yesterday on the video. Not last night, but the night before, right? And it was at around 10:30. I forgot to say this, actually, really forgot to say it. And what happened was, so I'd seen the camera in the daytime, on the large lamppost, right? And then around 10:30, what had happened was I seen this massive, it's white, right? It looks like it's in two parts put together. And that was up in the old sky, right? And then you had so it looks like there's the camera here, yes? And then there's this satellite thing there. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? And then there was this other red thing that was just there, and it was not small, and it was not what do they call it? It wasn't a plane. It wasn't like a little zazum, because they look like pinheads, right? So there was that, okay, and that looks similar, like in two parts, but it was red, right, bright red, and it was like that, so you could see it looked more like a square. And then there was a helicopter, and this was all going on at the same time. Then the pinhead, the zazums, were going around as well. So it was all happening up in the air to Nazca. Do you see what I'm saying? And no, it wasn't a flying saucer or anything like that. I'm not sure what it is. It's something that's been put up in the sky, right? But I know that we've got these low satellite things, yes. But what I'm saying to you is, but there was that, and then eventually went. Right, because, I couldn't be bothered to flipping watch anymore, to be perfectly honest. You're right, that's the truth of the matter, my delicious babes. But the white one stayed there, which is a satellite thing, right? So it just seems, from where they've done with the camera, with the lamppost, just to that. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious babes? And then, of course, like I've said, where they cut all of the trees down one side of the lake. Do you see where there's only two little trees left? On the one side, near the water. Do you see? So, all I can say, you know what? I mean, I know it just sounds like I just go. Anyway, I'm not going to say anything else, my delicious babies. All I'm saying is just to, close out my video, okay? And thank you so very much to any of you beautiful and delicious little babies who even take time to even listen to me, yes? I'm just letting you know what's going on, okay? So there seems to be a lot of activity 2 evenings ago up in the sky. There's a lot of activity this morning in the sky, right? So, and also yesterday, on my video when I was walking around, yes? There's a couple of planes coming, yes? I've seen a plane this morning going extremely slow, really super slow, okay? Very visible, going exceptionally slow, right? So all I'm doing is just letting you all know. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious babies? Yes, but all I'm saying to you is as well, please do not vote. This is just my advice, okay? It's just a good piece of advice, okay? But I cannot make anybody do anything. Just do not vote for anybody. That's all I'm going to say, okay? Because, you're going to be very... There we go. I promise you, before I even say it, you're going to be very flipping disappointed, okay? Because at this present time, it seems that they're looking after anybody who it seems is a paedophile, anybody who does everything against the law, they're looking after them. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, my delicious little babies? That is simply what's going on here. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? And this is what everybody's got to, has got to understand here. Do you see? Then we're all on the same song sheet. Yes? But again, and I'm just going to say, well, not again, but, anyway, I can say again, because, I've spoken about this previously, but, God bless all the dear, there'll be young ladies now, young women, that all of these terrible things has happened to. Do you see what I'm saying to you? You know what I mean? Well, God bless them. Do you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you know, if they're still here, God bless them. Well, they're obviously got, you know, a strength in them. God bless them. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So anyways, that's the video, my delicious little babes. I've got nothing more to say, really, okay? You know, it seems to me the madness continues. There we are. The madness just continues, doesn't it, my delicious little babies? Yes? Okay? So that's that really. So until the next video, please continue to feel the love, okay? Please give a tap on the back, a shake of the old hand. Continue with your delicious family friends or work colleagues. Continue to give them a big hug. Show them the love, okay? And tell them that they're wonderful, beautiful, juicy and delicious. And that you love them so. Okay, so until my next video, my delicious little babies, sending you so much love, okay, and wishing you all a beautiful morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world, okay, you just look after yourself. And for those of you out there, my delicious little babies, well, if you do happen to come across these planters, you know what I'm saying, you know, these great big massive plant pots, well, you know, at the end of the day, do you know what I'm saying to you, yes? You know, one does, you know, I suppose whatever they want to do. Some may just like to look at them. Others, well, do you know what I mean? But I'm sure that we're going to be hearing a lot more of that anyway. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I'm not one to go around wrecking flowers or anything like that, but do you know what I mean? If it was me, I'd be flipping, there we go, moving it, like I said at the beginning, moving them, flipping out of the way. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So just do not make it easy for these putrid pieces of shite. Do you see what I mean? And then our lives will start to get, there we go, a lot easier. Okay, so you just take care now. God bless. Thank you once again for listening. Goodbye.